Hello, oh boy, Aquariuses. I don't know if you know what to say. Are you prepared a little bit for this reading? So, what I want to say to you guys, and thanks for joining me. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm a psychic. I don't read cards. I interpret the information that I get from my spirit guides to help you navigate your love life. Is that you've got a bit of a heavy month, and it definitely will be this month, November, and probably December also too. Why? Because you have Saturn moving into your sign from this month pretty much basically, and will be in your sign for the next 2 years. It's been in Capricorns for 2 years now, and it's just about to leave them, and I'm sure you most Capricorns will tell you how much it kicked their bottoms. It was in Sagittarius, it was in my sign 2 years before that, and it definitely did its job. It's your turn now, and it starts off this month, and you've got the double whammy because it starts in the same month as a Mercury retrograde. Right, those of you who are in a long-term connection, please be aware that there is going to be major disruptions. And I get, like, everyone's so nervous telling you guys because I hate giving bad news, but it feels like I want to call it major disruptions, which could include breaking up, finding out there's third-party interference. I just get a bit of a shock as well. It's like, even you seeing this, you may see this at the beginning of the month and go, no, not my relationship. And then come back here at the end of the month going, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. There is some upset. And basically, Saturn is starting in your sign with a big karate kick and saying, this needs to be cleared out. That person needs to be cleared out, because where you need to be as an individual in your whole life, not just your love life, but particularly for your love life, we need to get you to where you've been desiring and manifesting for a long time, and sometimes it can't be with the vessels that you're with maybe right now. And for those of you where you are single, I don't know how it will manifest, because I guess it will be less dramatic as being with somebody and less challenging. But I don't know if this is a great month for you guys to be dating. Particularly, nobody really should be dating anybody new in a Mercury retrograde, because they never work out. But what you may find is that you meet more bad eggs than usual. So hence why I say, is it worth even doing it in this month? Like, give it a break maybe for a month or two. But if you do go ahead, just be aware, like, you may date some weird, creepy, nutty people. Because again, Saturn is trying to highlight to you those who are not, what's the best way to put this? Not deserving of your light. So anything that is challenging, or you break up with, or that you are meeting individuals where they are just not, it is because Saturn is trying to help you, even though you will not feel like he's helping you, because trust me, he does it in a very harsh way. For those of you who perhaps have broken up with somebody a while ago and were hoping that they would come back to you, again, you have got some surprising news coming your way. I'm sorry, guys. I like hating November right now. Nearly every video I've done has been questionable. But I'm just need to tell you as it is. I'd rather tell you the truth. What they're saying here is your intuition. You may feel like your intuition was completely off with somebody, because you're going to learn something. Again, surprising. That's going to be a big kick in the gut from Saturn to kind of highlight something that you need to know in order for you to deal with something challenging or to move on from. So for example, this could be that you thought that the person would come back to you and you find out they are dating somebody else. Saturn, believe it or not, is your friend. And I know that Capricorns who've gone through it, and I know even from myself when I went through it, at the time when Saturn is kicking you, it does not feel like it's doing you a favour. It only becomes very apparent much later on when all the good stuff starts coming your way, because of the valuable lesson that Saturn is teaching you, that you actually get everything you want. So there is an element that you could want to resist the help that's been given here, and take it from me, try not to, because it will only prolong your suffering, because Saturn will not let up until you have learned, because it is going to be for your benefit. Like, if I was to fast forward in 2 years' time, you will be in the relationship that you love. Some of you married, some of you looking back at this point in your life thinking, what was I thinking? I completely understand now. That is where we're at. Sorry to be so stressed about it, like to be so intense, about it, but there is a reason. And it kicks off in this month. So this month basically is about shocks, surprises, challenges, upsets. Will it mean that all of you will break up with people? No, but it may mean that you have to face challenges. Now, some of those challenges can be medical challenges. You find out that your partner's not well. Some of them can be financial challenges with you and a partnership. But there's a challenge, all right? And surprises and just stuff that's going to put you in a challenging place. But the core reason behind it will be to draw out the greatness for you, but also draw out what is a deep desired wish for you. And sometimes they do not go hand in hand with a relationship also. I.e., let's say you have always wanted to be a doctor, but you've always put your relationships first. And so you've just never, ever gone on that course because you put your relationship first. Well, let's just say you'll become a doctor because the universe will get rid of that relationship and any relationships around you in order to make that happen. So I guess this is a reminder about be careful what you're manifesting also too, because Saturn is hearing you. Saturn has heard you for a while, and now it's got the opportunity to make it happen. Oh boy, over the next 2 years, is it going to? I'm trying to look at there are some positives in this month. So it's not all doom and gloom. There is things like I do get, and this is a love reading, but I do get there is new contracts and new so job opportunities that are positive. People joining schools and colleges, or knowing and notified about them also becoming more real. Job opportunities, promotions, things like that. Those are very, very positive and will keep and probably give you a healthy focus away from your love life, which is probably may feel the opposite of that right now. So I bring that in, even though this is not a general reading, just to give you some light in what feels like a bit of a dark place when it comes to your love life. But the strong message here is that Saturn is preparing you guys to be the strongest Aquariuses you have ever been in 20 years. And it starts with a thunderclap. If you'd like to know personally about your particular set of circumstances and you'd like to have a reading with me, the information is just down below. This was my pleasure to give you a reading. Do navigate this successfully. Do not try not to run against the grain. Do be prepared, and do know that you will survive this more than you ever dreamed of in such a positive way. And I do hope that helps.